All right, chip of the day. It is a ATTINY, it's a 414. I have the 414. So these aren't new. They've been around a while, but they're new to me. I've never used one before, but I thought it'd be fun. One of the really interesting things is that as we all progress to more and more bits, 16 bits, 32 bits, we keep getting bigger in bits. Here's a part that's an 8-bit. It is an 8-bit microcontroller. So yeah, there you go. So kind of old school, but new all at the same time. This has a lot of stuff in it. And the reason that I'm interested in them is that they're just super dirt cheap, okay? So in onesies from DigiKey, it was 68 cents. 68 cents! So of course nobody does digital design anymore. You just use a microcontroller. So 20 megahertz clock. That's pretty cool. And it doesn't need a crystal. It operates internally. So it's just the chip. No external components at all needed. Mine has 4 kbytes of flash memory. I don't remember which EEPROM I've got and stuff, but it's got a bunch of internal oscillator options. So it has fuses where you can program the device to do different things. You can tell it which oscillator you want it to use, 16 megahertz or 20 megahertz, or even a 32 kilohertz. If you want super, super low power, you can have it just kind of like, creeping along so it lasts a long time. You can use an external clock if you want. We'll get to the programming here in a second. All kinds of cool stuff. Let's take a look at the back page here. Lots of different interrupt types of things. Timers and counters and 16-bit, 12-bit stuff. It's got SBI, it's got I2C, has a 10-bit DAC, and an 8-bit D to A. This is an ADC, this is a DAC. So 10-bit analog to digital conversion and 8-bit digital to analog conversion. I think I have a project for that in mind. So it will operate, I don't have the whole data sheet here, but it says here 1.8 volts to 5.5 volts. So yeah, it's very, very cool. This is a pinat. I know this is super hard to read. Now, back in the old days of these ATTINYs, like an ATTINY 85, you had to program it with SPI, which was 4 bits, clock, data in, data out, so serial interface plus a reset. So you actually had to commit 4 lines to programming those things. And if you only had an 8-bit microcontroller, you were using all of your data lines to program the thing, so you could never program it in circuit. Well, this thing only requires 1 pin to do all the programming. So you could actually have this in a product and reserve that 1 pin as the programming pin, and you could program it in circuit. So yeah, that's pretty cool. These are only available, I believe, in surface mount packages. So we will play with one I have here, put on a proto board. Yeah, let's take a look at that. So here's the little part. It's a 14-pin SOIC. So yeah, cute little part. Like I said, it doesn't require an external crystal or clock or anything. It's all self-contained, and so that's super cool. So I'm going to do a little blink program. So I have an LED here on the board, but I need to program it, okay? And so you say, oh, well, I need some special programmer. It's only 1-wire programmer. No, you use these serial to TTL boards. Now these are super available. These are less than $1. And it's USB and TTL serial on this side. You can either strap it for 5 volt or 3.3 volts. So I have it here, it's strapped to 5 volts. And yeah, it's just a serial thing. Like I said, they're less than $1. And so that's what we're going to use. And I can just press it right here in my proto board. Now I'm all ready to go. I have plus 5 and ground hooked up. And then the only other pin that you have to change is the transmit and receive pin. So here's a great picture. So here's our little TTL conversion board. We have +5 and ground. And then we have TXD and RXD, receive, transmit, and receive. And you just connect transmit to receive with a 4.7 k ohm resistor. And then that's your one pin. And that just allows you to listen on this pin and transmit on that pin and the 4.7 to make sure everything doesn't get in the way. And some people put in a Schottky diode in here, but this worked just fine for me. And so, yeah, you just hook it up to pin 8, 9, 10. Hook up to pin 10, and that's all you have to do. And that's what I've done here. I have this in, and I have my little 4.7K resistor right there. And I have one pin going to pin 4, or what did I say? Pin 8. Pin 8. Yeah, it's all you need. All right. So we'll go over to the computer here, and I'll show you. I'll show you what's involved in programming. All right. So here's my Blink program. Just using pin 3. So you just initialize pin 3, and then we're going to give it a high-low for a flash, flash, flash. So in order to set up the environment correctly, you first need to set up your board. So if you see here, the board manager, I have something called Mega Tiny Core. So you need to go into Board Manager and download the Mega Tiny Core library set. And in the Mega Tiny Core library set, the third one down has the 414 core in it. So you have to set that up for your board. All right. So once you have your board selected, then you need to select your programmer. So under Tools, here's where you set your board. And then down at the bottom here, it says Programmer. So programmer choices are over here. So it's something called Serial UPDI. And there are different versions, and I just used the very first one here, which is the fast one, 230-400 baud. So I just selected that one. The other thing you need to do is once you have your board selected and your serial programmer selected, you need to tell it what port the serial programmer is. So you need to set your COM port. So my programmer is sitting at COM 16. And then the other thing you have to do is when you get your board loaded in, you have a whole bunch of choices here, right? It was ATTINY 3224, 1624, 1640. Anyway, down in this section here, it says chip. And under chip, here's where you get to select of all those other things, the 3224, 1624. You need to select the 1414. So you need to do 3 different things. Oh, well, actually 4 different things. Oh, geez. So you select the board, select the programmer, select the COM port, then select the chip. Then you can select what speed you want the chip to operate, which fuse you want to blow. So here under clock, 16 megahertz, I have it set to 16 right now. If you want it to run faster or slower, I could set it to different speeds here. So I could set, okay, I actually want 20 megahertz or I want 8 megahertz. I can set it to 8 megahertz, right? If we go back and look at that, it's now set to here, 8 megahertz internal, right? All right, so once you get it all up and ready to go, you do not hit the right arrow. That won't work. You hit the check mark. That will compile the sketch, all right? Then you need to do sketch upload using programmer. You hit the upload using programmer, and then you see here that you'll get some flashy lights on the device, and you'll also get a bunch of comments here in the on the output section. It will tell you what's going on, which fuses it did, how long it took. Then it'll give you a status here. Very, very quick to program this thing. 0.06 seconds to run the fuses, and then 0.61 seconds to actually program the device. So it happens very, very quickly. But there you go, and then it works. So there you go. I am by no means an expert. This is the very, very first time I've ever touched this part, but just wanted to let people know it's out there. I think it could be really, really handy because it's so cheap. And you could put it in places that you might not have thought about putting in a Arduino or something. It doesn't require a crystal. It just operates all by itself. It's just another chip. So I like it a lot. But you can see it doesn't require any external crystals or anything. It's 68 cents. You could have this monitoring almost anything. You could read analog values. You can output analog values. You can write to an I2C device or read from a sensor, I2C sensor, whatever. Yeah, 68 cents. And nice little part to be putting in as a monitor of some type of device or doing the whole shebang. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.